my focus has been on South Asia. South Asia is very variable in terrain and climate. So it has some of the wettest regions on Earth, but it also has some of the driest regions on Earth. And it also has very water-intense industries like agriculture that it depends on. But often these two things are modelled separately. So you tend to look at water using hydrology models, and you tend to look at agriculture using crop models. But I think that these two things can't easily be separated. So what I wanted to do with my research was to bring these two aspects together and see how agriculture and water influenced each other within the model. So the main output from the first paper was that there was an increase in water resource across the Ganges, and this was matched by other projects like the Helix project. And then that was interesting, but the models that I used for this and the models that Helix used didn't include irrigation and crops. So I wanted to try and run some model runs that included those things and then see how water and agriculture influenced each other when they were in a changing climate. So the main output of my PhD, or the bit that I'm most proud of, is the model runs that include crops, water in terms of irrigation, and surface water in terms of rivers. And they're only for the present day at the moment, but my hope is to carry those on and make them for the future, so we can truly see the influence of a changing climate on water resources for crops. So the thing about a PhD is you can't really leave it behind. So when you leave work at the end of the day, you really do take it with you. But I have a young family, so I found that balancing act between leaving the PhD at work and going home to my 3- and 7-year-old a real challenge. So I think that was probably the hardest thing. I had to keep time for them. And also, when things weren't going well at work, not take it out on them. I'm not sure how good I was at that. You'd probably have to ask my husband, but he was very understanding throughout the whole process. And I'm very grateful to him for that, because I couldn't have done it without him. So I wanted to grow in confidence, mainly in talking about my work. And I also wanted to get better at communicating my science to other people, to know more in depth about the subject of climate change. And also I was really interested in South Asia. I'd worked on it for a few years already, and I wanted to cement that knowledge and get a bit deeper if I could. And the PhD has really helped with that. So I've got 3 papers, 2 published, 1 in review, and I'm really proud of all 3 of them. And I've also done many more talks, and I'm much happier in front of an audience now than I was at the start. So I think it has achieved what I wanted to achieve. But now it's over, it's like, what next? So we'll see.